my beautiful Libra peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and we're coming at y'all with your October 2022 tarot reading. How are you? I hope y'all are well. I want to wish you all a very happy birthday and a very special Libra season. Hope it's going to be well. And without further ado, let's go ahead and see what is up, baby. What do we got going on here for the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding the month of October 2022? We're going to go ahead and start out here with the overall energies of your reading, and then we'll carry out into the rest of what we have in store for you. So let's see what's going on here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding the month of October 2022. What information can I provide here, please, for the zodiac signs of Libra? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Having a look here at the first card out, we do got here the Fool card, Aries energy. Excuse me. I like the Fool coming out here for you because the Fool is like a restart. Usually when people see the Fool, right, first thing they get is a fresh start. But the Fool here, it's like you've gone through all the cycles, right? You get to the World, which is the 12th cycle, which is the 12th house. Then you come back to the Fool. So I like this energy for you because you've been through an entire cycle. Now you get to start new. Okay, so this is really cool. Jumping into something brand new. Now, moving into the next card, we do got here the Four of Pentacles. And moving on into the last two overall energies, you got here a Nine of Pentacles, and then you do got here a Moon card showing up here for you as well. So, like I mentioned, right, you've gone through all of the cycles you've needed. You've moved through all the houses you've needed to in a situation. Now with the Fool card coming out as the very first card, it is time for something brand new. Now looking at the Four of Pentacles coming into play here for you, what has been on your mind? What's been on your heart? What have you been holding on to? I feel like that's going to be a pretty common theme here, Libra, jumping into the month of October. Whatever you've been holding on to here starts to become more apparent to you that maybe it's time to actually do something with it. You know, have you been holding on to a certain kind of talent that you have, but you've done nothing with it? You know, are you really great at art, but you've never decided to put your art out there and see what you could do with it? Are you fantastic at music? Are you fantastic at editing videos? And, you know, whatever your talents may be, have you honed in on them? Have you put them to use, right? I think that anything that you've kind of held on to, but you've never really done anything with it, this is going to be the month where it's time to accelerate that process. You know, this can even go into like, okay, well, I've had feelings for this person for a while, but I haven't really done much with them, or I haven't really acted on those feelings. Okay, well, let's fucking do something about it. You know, like Spirit over here says, like, it's time to go shit or get off the pot, right? Let's make things actually start to move. Now, even though Mercury will go direct in October, I believe it's October 2nd, Mercury is still in retrograde, at least for the first 2 days. So with the Mercury retrograde cycle showing up here, reason why I bring Mercury retrograde up is because Mercury has this tendency of like, okay, I'm going to bring stuff up for you that needs to be handled. You can handle it, or I'm going to bug you till you do. So I feel like that's kind of why the Four of Pentacles is here. It's like whatever's been on your mind or whatever you've been holding on to that you've done nothing with, Mercury seems to kind of be throwing at you, hey, do something with this, right? Shit or get off the pot. It's pretty much that energy, okay? I don't mean to be too vulgar, but that's what it is. Looking at the Nine of Pentacles coming into play here, card of confidence, card of individuality. You really have the freedom right now to do what you want to do. And with the Moon card showing up here as well, I feel like what is happening here with this overall theme is that you are in a space and time in your life right now where you have flexibility. I think that you have more flexibility than often. You just got out of a cycle. Maybe this means you just got out of a relationship. If you just got out of a relationship, Libra, you're single. You can flirt with whoever you want. You can talk to whoever you want. You can date whoever you want. There is no limitation. You know, maybe you recently just left a job behind. Okay, now that you're in your own free agent space and you're not financially employed, it's like, okay, I can do anything I want with this. I can have any kind of job I want, or I can even start any kind of business or side hustle that I want as well. So you have this freedom and flexibility is what I'm hearing for you in the month of October. Use it to your advantage. Freedom and flexibility is really what's going to be key here for you to take action towards what you want. All right, cool. So that's how we're starting this one off. Let's go ahead and jump on into what's going to be coming in here for you. What's going to be coming in here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding the month of October 2022. What information do we got coming in here for Libra? First card out, we got the High Priestess. Love it. High Priestess card is the card of your intuition. So chances are messages from your guides will be coming in here for you pretty frequently. When you need clarification, don't be afraid to ask your spirit guides for that clarification. Don't be afraid to ask them for a sign. You might be getting synchronicities and numbers. So you might be seeing 111, 222, 333, 444, so on and so forth. So you might be seeing number synchronicities that could help you out as your guides communicating with you. But you also might see other messages, you know? You might ask for clarification from your spirit guides while you're driving, and then suddenly as you're listening to the radio, a song comes on that gives you the exact answer you needed to hear. You know, so your guides will work with you in pretty even though they're mysterious, I'm also hearing their obvious ways too. So it's going to be obvious enough for you to pick up on it. So if you need clarification in any areas of your life, don't be afraid to reach out to your spirit guides. They will give you clarification in a way that you will know and be able to pick up and understand the message that's being presented to you. Now, we do have here the Two of Cups. Love that card for you. Two of Cups is connection. It could mean that for some of you, a new relationship could be coming into play here for you, or it could represent, and when I say relationship too, by the way, I don't mean necessarily just romantic love. It could be new friends that you're going to have a really great bond with. It could be a new type of passion that you end up connecting with that you really do enjoy. So Two of Cups here is just something to connect to. So there will be a new connection arriving for you, whether it's love, hobby, relationship, work, whatever the case may be. Next card we do have here, the Hierophant. Hierophant card coming in here for you means discipline in a certain aspect, and it also means your own sense of commitment. So I feel like your commitment's going to be tested. You know, you looking at the overall energies here for you, Libra, right? We already talked about how you have this Four of Pentacles card. You have held on to something for far too long. It's time to do something with it. And I think that you're going to be tested on your commitment of how committed are you willing to be to do something you've always wanted to do, and how committed are you going to be to make it successful? You know, if it's like, I've always wanted to start that business, are you going to start it? Are you going to work at it? Are you going to put your all into it? You know, if you want it to be single and really enjoy getting to know people and find that amazing dream romantic partner, are you open right now at this time to meeting new people? Are you really going to work on building relationships with individuals and going out on dates and, you know, really trying to find that partner? So it's like, are you willing to commit is what I'm picking up on here for you. And then looking at the last thing that's coming in here for you, we do have a Tower card jumping on out. Tower card's interesting because it usually represents some sort of like shocking realization that comes in, like something you didn't expect. Let's go ahead and clarify the Tower. What is this shocking realization that is coming in here for Libra? And then we got here the Page of Cups. Interesting. Page of Cups is a card that talks about what you have to offer. So I think that for many of you, you might be shocked, or you might become shocked at how much you have to really offer in whatever it is you're doing this month. If this is about using your hidden talents to your advantage, you might learn and it might come as a surprise here for you that the talent is actually a lot stronger than you thought. You know, if you are really good at making music, it's like maybe you never knew how good you actually are and how you could really take this into becoming a career and you could actually be like a really famous musician. It's like, I never realized this before. If you're really talented at tarot and you never done it, and you never like made a YouTube channel, or you never put yourself out there, it's like, wow, now I'm starting to see how talented I truly am. So I think that Page of Cups here, it's like, you're going to have this massive realization of how much you really have to offer, where you didn't see this earlier on. So looking at what's coming in here for you for the month of October, High Priestess, messages from your guides, Two of Cups, brand new connection to something, Hierophant card, your dedication is going to be tested, and Tower card, you're pretty much going to be pretty shocked in reference to how valuable you really are, how much more you have to really offer. All right. I'm not sure if this is making sense yet, Libra. So take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But that's what I got here is the overall gist of your month ahead. You know, you left a cycle behind, you exited a cycle, you're in a new place in your life where you have a lot of flexibility. There's something that you've been holding on to that you really wanted to do. You're pretty much being told shit or get off the pot. Seems to me like you guys are going to take a poop. Okay, aka you're going to start doing what you want instead of holding on to what you want. You're going to go ahead and make it happen. And the universe is like, all right, you want this to really happen? I'm going to test how dedicated you are. So show me you're dedicated and I will give you everything. You know, I think that that's really what it comes down to. Universe is like, show me how dedicated you are, put in the work, put in the effort, put in the time, and I will reward you here with success. Show me how dedicated you are and you can have it all. All right, very cool. Let's see what you might not be aware about this month. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump on into that. What might my Libra peeps not be aware about this month? Now, we had the Queen of Swords come out. It did come out in the reverse position, so I'm going to take it as it's reversed. So we got the Queen of Swords reverse jumping out here for you. What else might Libra not be aware about this month? We do have here the King of Cups, and then looking at 2 more cards, we also do have here the 5 of Cups, and that 5 of Cups is going to be followed up here with the Emperor card. So let's look into the portion of this video on what you might not be aware about for the month of October. Now, Queen of Swords in the reverse is pretty interesting because it usually represents not thinking clearly, not being able to see things very clearly. It's usually representing kind of like rose-tinted glasses, or when you look into a window after it rained and it's really blurry and foggy. I kind of feel that vibe here for you. And looking at that Queen of Swords reversed paired with the King of Cups, that's where it gets a little interesting. I think it's not clear when it comes towards the signals of people that care about you. So this could be getting mixed signals in romance and love. You might be noticing that. You might not be aware that that's what's happening here, but I think that you're picking up on a mixed signal from somebody. This mixed signal could be that maybe you think somebody's not entirely interested in you at all, but that might be far from the truth. They might be incredibly interested in you. All right. Even though Mercury will go direct, you'll still have the after shadow period. So things can still be a little bit confusing and misinterpreted. So be mindful of just not knowing it all. You might feel like you know something, but it might actually be completely different, is what I'm hearing from my guides. So they're trying to tell me to tell you, Libra, that don't have any sort of prejudgments about the way something is until you really figure it out. So King of Cups here, Queen of Swords reversed. You might feel a certain way about some people. Maybe you'll feel like somebody has been bringing a weird vibe lately. Maybe they never were bringing a weird vibe at all. It's just the way you picked it up. Maybe you thought somebody hated you, and it turns out they never hated you at all. It's like, really don't have any sort of prejudgments. Like, if you want to know how somebody feels, just ask. Be really direct and blunt. If there are certain things that you want to know about, you know, maybe you have felt this awkward energy in your friendships, or you have felt this awkward energy in your romantic relationships, or you felt this awkward energy in your family. You know, if you are feeling like this weird vibe, don't make any sort of pre-assumptions. Just ask directly to get the answers you need to know, is what I'm picking up on here for you. Now, we're going to move into the 5 of Cups here. 5 of Cups is disappointment. So I do feel like for many of you, you've been kind of disappointed lately, especially about the environment surrounding you. It feels like people have been letting you down. But I think that that's exactly what this message was kind of all about. It's like, yeah, people have been letting you down, but it's the way that you've been picking it up. And I feel like it's not actually as clear as what's actually happening. I feel like what you're not aware about is that the way you're feeling is quite the opposite of what the situation really is. So going back to that example, let's say you have felt this weird energy between you and your friends. Maybe you thought that your friends aren't liking you, or they're talking shit about you, or they don't want to be around you. And that definitely seems to be far from the truth, but you've been feeling that way, so it's disappointed you. You see what I'm saying? So your perception can indeed be your reality. And I think that universe here says, in a confusing time like this, be super direct. Now we got here the Emperor. Emperor card showing up here for you for what you might not be aware about. Emperor card showing up. Emperor is the card that represents a big bad boss energy. You know, this is the energy of a person who's a boss, a person who's in control. I think what you might not be aware about either is how much control in a situation you truly have. Now, what I mean by this is, if we're talking about your own personal life, your own personal journey, there is more control that you have than you realize. I am seeing a situation where maybe some of you guys are trying to kick bad habits. You could be trying to quit smoking, quit drinking. Maybe you're trying to quit something that you feel has had a negative impact on you, and you might not feel that you have the self-control to be able to stop. I feel like what you're not aware about here is that you have full and total control. So your will be done, is what I'm hearing for you. So when it comes towards, of course, control in the aspect of your own personal life and of your own actions, realize you're 100% in control. So if there are certain things that you're unhappy about within your own life, within your own actions, that can be changed. Don't believe that it cannot be, because it can be. You have the power to change it. So random little side message there for you, but that is what I was hearing. So do take that how that resonates. All right, moving along further into the rest of your reading. Let's see what you can expect throughout the rest of your October 2022. Let's see what's going on over there. What can my Libras expect here, please, throughout the rest of their October 2022? Having a look here at the first card out, we got the Star card, baby. Hello. Star card is the energy of alignment. So it does represent that you are exactly where you need to be. Moving on to the next card, we do have here the Queen of Cups. Love that energy for you. Queen of Cups is about also being pretty emotionally and not even just emotionally aligned, but emotionally like content with where you are. We do have here the Ace of Wands. Very cool. So it's going to be a new start for you this month. And moving on to the last card, we got the Lovers. I love this for you because the Lovers is about connecting with what it is you were truly meant to connect with. Lovers card represents the ultimate passion, the ultimate connection. And connection doesn't just have to be connected to people, connected to lovers. It could be connection to yourself, connection to the life you're living, connection to the work you're doing, connection to the passions you have. So it seems to me like that's going to be uncovered. So having a look at what you can expect throughout the rest of your month here, let's start out here with the Star card to the Queen of Cups. Star card to the Queen of Cups here says you're exactly where you need to be and you're going to be okay with it. I think that it's a very content month for you. Where you are, you have no qualms with it. You have no issues. I'm pretty content where I am. I'm happy with it. And universe says right now, like that's exactly where you need to be. Now with the Ace of Wands coming into play here, Ace of Wands is a card of a new beginning. It's a card that represents a massive amount of passion. So you are heading in the direction right now of a brand new life. And this brand new life is going to be the start of your brand new cycle. Going back here to the Fool card. Remember how I mentioned in the beginning of the video, Fool card says you exited a cycle. Now you're starting new. Here's a brand new start to your life, a brand new chapter, if you will. So Ace of Wands coming into play here for you. It's your brand new start and your brand new chapter beginning. And with the Lovers coming in here for you as well, I think it's going to be a very happy chapter in your life. I feel like where you're about to enter in your life is going to be a place where you're pretty freaking happy. So it's a very good new chapter that's beginning here for you. And I think that that's a great thing to hear. It's a great message overall to provide for me too. I love providing messages that are inherently positive. And for me, I really love to say that for you. It's like you're starting a really great new chapter in your life. And it's going to be quite a wonderful one. You know, whether this is about a brand new chapter in your career, a brand new chapter in your love life, a brand new chapter in your personal life and your own goals, you just definitely seem to be very happy and very excited. So what I've really gathered from the overall gist of this reading for you, to kind of sum it up in a little bit for you, Libra, is that this is a time in the month of October to be as flexible as possible and to really invest, you know, going back to that saying, shit or get off the pot. It's time to take a poop. Okay. It is time right now to really invest in what you've held on to. So if you've really wanted someone, you know, to be involved in your life, if you've had feelings for someone, if you've really wanted to have a certain career, if you wanted to start a business, whatever the case is, whatever you've really wanted to do that you've held back on for so long, this is the time right now to get started. So it's the time to take action. Universe is going to want to see your commitment. So the more commitment you show towards what you're doing in your life this month, the more rewarded you will be. And I think that you're also going to come to the conclusion here too. It's going to kind of shock and surprise you that you're actually a lot more in alignment with what you're doing. You know, going back to the example, let's say that you have a hidden talent for music and you're going to go ahead and use that talent this month. It might come to a shock to you at how actually good you are and how much you have this opportunity to really take this to the next level. It's like, wow, this music that I'm making is so good. It's so powerful. Like I could actually do something with this. So it's going to come to a bit of a shock to you here with whatever it is you're dedicating your time and energy to, because you're quite good at it. And it is like, it's in alignment with you, dude. You know, it's the perfect flow. All right. Is what I'm picking up on there for you. In the realm of what you might not be aware about, you might be getting weird vibes or weird signals from people. I think it's just Mercury retrograde to chop it up there for you. So you might feel that certain people feel a certain way towards you, but it might not be the way you're thinking, you know? So just try not to have any sort of pre-assumptions about how people are feeling, especially if you're feeling weird vibes with anybody. If you want the answers to how other people feel, it is right now, the best thing you can do for yourself is to be direct. You know, directness, bluntness is the best way to get the clear message. All right. So don't have any sort of pre-assumptions about anybody or anything. Be direct as hell this month. It'll get you the exact message you need to hear. And like I said, looking at where things are going for you, I really feel like you are finding this beautiful new chapter in your life suiting you incredibly well. I think that it's an exciting time to feel content and happy exactly where you are. Universe here already says you're exactly where you need to be. And this new chapter that's being started in your life is going to be quite a wonderful one. It's a happy chapter. It's like a good time. So I think that there's a lot to look forward to here for you in the next coming of months, Libra. Having a look here at the overall outcome though, what's going to be the overall outcome here for Libra regarding October 2022, and the overall overall outcome here is going to be the Hangman. Nice. So a lot of people might be confused on why I'm saying nice to the Hangman, but the Hangman card doesn't always represent stagnancy. If I can get this card to focus, apparently the camera does not want to. Okay, kind of focused a bit over here. Hangman is not only the card of stagnancy, Hangman is also the card here that represents enlightenment. So I think for many of you, whatever previous cycle you were dealing with, that you were going through, you know, you really felt like you were going to be stuck in that cycle for a long time. And I don't think you ever thought that you were going to be able to have this fresh start and have this new chapter of your life. But ever since it started unfolding for you, ever since this new chapter began, you truly feel really, really happy, really exhilarating is what I'm hearing from many of you too. So I think that the Hangman coming up here is like, the universe will never keep you stuck where you don't need to be. It's kind of the realization that the universe will always pull you to where you need to go. So I think that for many of you here, you're recognizing everything happened for a reason. This new journey is happening right now for a reason. I don't need to worry about what my future is going to be because I can tell right now I'm in a pretty good spot, you know? So I'm happy for you, man. I really do like this energy. And if it does happen to resonate to you, amazing. If it's not your story, Libra, or if it's confusing and it makes no sense, then it definitely is not your story and doesn't resonate. So if it's not resonating to you, don't worry about it, y'all. Feel free to watch any other amazing other tarot readers on YouTube, or you can check out any future videos that I do post. I want to apologize, by the way, y'all, for stuttering a lot or messing up and jumbling my words in today's video. When Mercury tends to be in retrograde, it can be very hard for me to communicate sometimes. My throat chakra goes a little nuts. So sorry if I've had to kind of repeat what I was trying to say like a couple hundred times. But either way though, Libra, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Hope it was a message that found you well. If you are new, definitely do consider subscribing. And with that being said, have an amazing October, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love, Libras, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.